All right, so this is going to be decimal to hexadecimal. So first example, convert 62,581 from decimal to hex. Hex is fine, or hexadecimal. We know what we're talking about. So the procedure here is to repeatedly divide by 16, keeping in mind the remainder and not forgetting it. Okay, so we're going to do 6. Here's the original number, 62581 divided by 16, and I've done this already. It ends up being 3,911 with a decimal number after it. So what we're going to do is discard the decimal number, write down the whole number, and now we have to determine what the remainder is. So to get the remainder, this procedure is we're going to find out 16 times 3,911. So we're going to take our original number, and I'll do it in a bubble here. So here's how we find out the remainder. The number that we started with, take away 16 times 3911. Because we know it's going to be smaller, we discarded the decimal. So what we're finding out is we're finding out what's left over. And what we'll get is we'll get 5. So the remainder is 5. And you will get nice small numbers because we're working in base 16. You'll get a number between 0 and 15 for your remainder. If you get a number that's higher than 15, it means that something went wrong. So now we'll take our remaining value, 3911, divide that by 16, and we'll find out that we get 244 decimal something. We're discarding the decimal, so we'll write down the 244 and find the remainder. So for this one, to find the remainder, this is just kind of my rough work over here instead of doing it in the margin. We're going to take our original number, 3911, take away 16 times 244. This one is probably one of the more painful conversions I think that we do. So I'm aware of that. So when it comes time to evaluations, you do have to know how to do at least one of them, but I'll go light on them. But okay, so we end up getting, for this, we get a remainder, we get 7 as our result. So that means the remainder is 7. The remainders are going to be what form our number, but we'll get to that in a moment. We only have 2 more lines to go. 244 divided by 16 is equal to 15 decimal blah blah blah. So we're going to take the value, the whole number, so 15, and we want to find out our remainder. So for our remainder, we're going to do 244 take away 16 times 15, and we end up getting 4. So a remainder of 4. So we have to go until we get to 0. So we still have 15 here. 15 divided by 16, I know it's not going to go in at all. In fact, we're going to get 0 point something, right? You can do this on your calculator. So you put in the 0, and how much do you have left over? That's your remainder. You could do this. You could do, so we have 15 take away 16 times 0 equals 15. Our remainder is 15. 15 was the value that did not go into 16 evenly. All right, so to read our number, first of all, we have to convert each remainder into its single digit. Remember, these are decimal numbers. We have to convert them into hex. So this is the only one that needs to be converted, the 15. 15 is the same as, I'll just put an equal sign. It's F, right? 15 is F. You can see that from your chart. What am I doing? 15 equals F. It's like I'm saying one thing, and 15 equals F. 4 is fine because it's the same in decimal and hex, same as 7 and same as 5. So we're going to read the number bottom to top. So here's our final result. This number, base 10, is equal to F475 base 16. Remember to go from bottom to top because the top number is the least significant digit. All right, so that's your example. I can do another example as well. We have time to do that, convert, and I'll just dream up a number here, 9912 base 10 to hex. So we have 9912 divided by 16. I haven't worked this one out before, so I'm going to be pausing and using my calculator in between. So we get 619.5, so we discard the decimal and we just put the whole number, 619. And the remainder, to work that out, we're going to take the 9912, take away 16 times 619, and we get 8. So remainder is 8. Now we have 619 divided by 16. And let's see what that is. I won't pause this time. 619 divided by 16, 38.68, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to take the whole number, 38, and to find the remainder, we're going to do 619. So these are all separate pieces of rough work. 619, take away 16 times 38. So that is 619, take away, bracket, 16 times 38, and bracket equals 11. So we get a remainder of 11. That will have to be converted to hex. Now we have 38 divided by 16. We're almost there. We are going to get a 4-digit number, it looks like, again. 16, 32. It looks like it divides in twice evenly. 3 times would be too much. So 2. And then how much do we have left over? We have 38, take away 16 times 2. 38, take away 32. So we have 16 times 2 is 30, and I'm not able to do math in my head right now. 16 times 2 is 32. 38, take away 32 is 6, so we have a remainder of 6. And then we also still have the 2 divided by 16. It goes in 0 times with a remainder of 2, and you can check that the same way. So it looks like our value, therefore, 9912 base 10, and I hope you can see my page. Yep, 9912 base 10 is equal to, starting from the bottom, 2, 6, 11 has to be translated into hex, so that's B, 26B8 base 16. And that's how you do decimal to hex. Not one of the more pleasant calculations, but we have to know it. Okay, that's it for that.